Alright, in the top position as the Brown Terran, we have Largo of Russia. Largo of Russia. Whoops, I messed this up. Alright, and on the left side as the yellow Zerg player, we're gonna have Kashu of Central Europe. Me and Nuts have a love-hate relationship to the guy saying that I should really like cashews. Because I love pecans and I love walnuts. Those are great. Every other type of nut is terrible. Don't like almonds are terrible, cashews are terrible, peanuts are terrible. Almonds and walnuts are delicious. But it's weird how much of a divide there is between those two nuts and every other kind of nut for me. There's no, like, middle ground of nut. Anyway, enough about nuts. Alright. I'm really hoping Kashu looks good here. He is certainly one of my favorite players. Back when he was a little bit more active, known as the comeback kid during his ISL runs, for just being down in series and then managing to come back, being down in games and managing to come back with some really entertaining play. He's also a player who occasionally decides he just likes to play random, or will race pick in odd ways versus certain players. So he's Zerg now, might not be Zerg a little bit later. Don't know. All right. So, let's see, what's Largo gonna do here? He's got his one Rax, and that one Rax is actually very far back. This is a map where it's possible to wall in the front if he wanted to. And man, do I like it when Terrans wall. Especially close positions on Icarus. It's like Largo kind of playing Russian roulette here. Because if Kashu had gone for a build that involved a little bit faster of a spawning pool, Largo's dead. Like, he's just not going to win. Those Lurkings are going to come too fast, and Largo's going to have 2 Marines, and then the SCVs won't even be in time to start blocking the ramp. It's going to be fine because Kashu went for a 12 hatch, but I don't know which island tour Kashu won. To be perfectly honest, I did not watch either of the island tours. He might have. I remember he did well in them when I was looking at results, but I don't remember which one he won. Or if he won. Alright. So, interesting. Kashu not only going for a 2-hatch build, but putting the lair in his natural instead of in his main. Possibly it was. I would have said possibly it was because there was an SCV up here. Maybe there was an SCV still scouting when he wanted to start that. He didn't want the SCV to see it, obviously. And oh, it is going to be 2-hatch lurker. I don't know why. I just had a feeling it was going to be 2-hatch lurker and not 2-hatch muta, even though 2-hatch muta is a lot more common. Alright, so what do we got here? What have we got here? The other option is to go for something like drops. We could do that, but no. Nothing upgrading from the lair. We are getting the lurker upgrade. So, I'll see what Largo's going to be able to do. He's getting the academy now. He's going to be going for a mostly bio army. I don't think he'll have time to get the factory up and siege tanks out before the lurkers have arrived. So, Largo's going to have to rely on his marine micro. Gash is going to have to rely on really good lurker positioning and not throwing any of them away. Obviously, when you have this little economy, you don't have a whole lot of opportunities to get lurkers out. You're only going to have a handful. You got to make them really count. Alright. So, lurker upgrade finishing, and he was hiding a couple of Hydralisks down here. Not putting him over here just in case Largo went for an attack or went for a scout, he'd be able to see it. And I heard scans that has to be for the Hydralisk Den, so he's seen the Hydralisk Den, but he doesn't know where the lurkers are right now. 2 on the ramp over here, 3 hiding back here. Interesting, setting himself up for some good flanks, possibly. Maybe. We'll see. Lurkers are done. Oh. That would have been amazing. He's able to kill off a lot of Marines there, but wow, Kashu's going in. He's getting very aggressive right now. It's working out so far, but he needs to be very careful to not lose any of the lurkers. The Marines are fine, or excuse me, the Lings are fine to lose. Like sacrificing 6 Lings, it's okay. Does not want to be losing any of the lurkers. Here comes the counterattack now, not using these lurkers for the flank, instead going for the backstab with them. There's not a huge army here. There is a very small army here, and he is going to lose one of his lurkers, but in this case, it looks like it's going to be worth it. Getting the lurkers into a very strong position, denying that bunker from going down. It looks like it gets canceled from Largo here. Largo's going to start to try again. There are Marines. Oh no. Marines can attack these lurkers now. They are in range of the turrets. Very aggressive play by Kashu there. He wanted to stop that bunker from being able to set up, but I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. He doesn't quite have that many lurkers. You gotta be so careful with these guys. Alright, a couple lurkers burrowed here. That one in particular, in a very sneaky location. You can hardly see it at all, even if you have detection. And nope. Trading shots a little bit there. Ooh. Oh, no. Sorry, that sounded like a dropship, but of course it's not a dropship. That is just the bunker putting in people. Dropships and bunkers tend to sound pretty similar. And by pretty similar, I mean absolutely identical. Alright, so Largo setting up good defense here. He now has the bunker, and there are a lot of lurkers, but with bunkers already constructed, it's feeling a bit dicey at this point. Ooh. Well, I guess he can range down the bunker. There is scan, and here we go with most of the lurkers. Kashu's going all in on this. He is 2-hatch lurkers and all in build, and he is choosing now to be his time for attack, and there goes the first bunker, there goes the second bunker. This looks like it's working out pretty well. Largo, without his tanks, without his science vessels, and oh, all of these SCVs are going to die. I thought for a second they were going to get out of there and be the most ridiculously lucky SCVs I've ever seen, but no. No, tends to not be good ideas to go up ramps that have 5 lurkers on it, but obviously SCVs really didn't have a choice in the matter there. The lurker's still getting up. He's losing some of them. They're going down pretty quickly here, but he's pressing on. He's pressing on, denying that bunker from going down. Here's a tank trying to get into position. The tank is going to be really hard for these lurkers to kill because it can constantly run away, because it can be repaired. Oh, this lurker is very injured. Oh, lucky that nobody... one Marine got 1 shot off on it. And man, that's just a lot of damage output that's not going to be able to be killed. Very lucky keeping this lurker alive. 14 kill lurker. These lurkers are moving up from this side. Oh, so many lurkers in Largo's base right now. He's got to be rallying more in. This is not looking good for Largo. He's going to have one more attempt here. He's going to have one more attempt with the Marines he can manage to muster out and his tank. He's making another tank here. He might get attacked a couple times. Oh, man. Kashu is so aggressive. Is so stupidly aggressive. I don't think he has enough stuff anymore now. Those tanks, the scan, there's not any more scan. The lurkers should just stay burrowed. He does keep them burrowed. Very nice. No, it's not gonna be, okay. That almost will help. It's fine. Almost will help. Getting it into position. He's putting it by the turret, though. The lurkers are going to die if they're seen, just because the tanks can pick them off so easily. They do full damage to the lurkers. Man, this is becoming very tactical at this point. Very strategy-oriented in how he uses his few remaining lurkers to do maximum damage here to Largo. There goes one more. Was not able to deny the science facility. He really would have liked to have shut that down. The Comsat's taking a lot of damage at this point. And I see 3 lurkers. 3 lurkers at this point. One of them new, 2 of them in the original pack. This one got down to just 4 HP at one point and has recovered a lot since then. Oh man, 1 barracks destroyed. 1 of them is floating off and burning. Largo's starting to lose supply depots as well. There goes another scan. The scan's gonna kill another lurker. And then there was 1. And then there was just 1 lurker. Oh, can he get down? Yes, he can. That lurker unburrowed because it was caught in the same scan. But man, Largo is just struggling by only having 1 comsat. There we go. There's another scan. The 15 kill lurker is taken out. There's still 1 lurker left, and he still just can't get it. He's gonna have to wait for another 25 energy as this lurker whittles away at the... Oh, that's how he had so much scan. Because he had landed... Wow, he landed the command center to get another... To reuse the comsat because it wasn't finished off. Very nice. And it's certainly going to save him there. But now Mutalisks are flying in. Kashu has switched to Mutalisks, and there is not a whole lot of turrets in good position. There is a science vessel. I doubt he has a radiate, though. I think he's coming in here just to try to scare the Mutalisks off. But Kashu not falling for it. He is just going to go directly after the tanks. The lurkers are running up. 1 tank down. 2 tanks down. The science vessel is able to detect the lurkers, but he no longer has any units that can kill the lurkers. Wow. Great effort from Kashu here. Great effort from Largo, too, to put up a fight for so long and not immediately die to him, but in the end, it looks like Kashu is going to be able to finish this off. So many burning buildings. The SE was trying to keep that one alive for a little bit longer. It was picked off. It will eventually burn down. The comsat had been healed back up. This one was healed up as well. Trying to build turrets over here to protect against some Mutalisks. That's not going to work. He's going to lose his academy as well. Another barracks lift off. Another factory lifts off. Got to fly into a safer location. It lost the machine shop. Oh, man. Alright, there goes the comsat finally. D-Matrix on a Marine. Unfortunately, it's the Marine way in the back, so it's not helping out a whole lot here. They're trying to repair the barracks once again. This barracks is also going to burn down if he doesn't repair it. There we go. Finally, the GG from Largo. Kashu, great game. Up 1-0. All right. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so game 2, Kashu versus Largo. In the top right, as the teal Terran, it is Largo. Alright, how do I do this one? Control X, Control V, Control C, Control V. Largo is 2 o'clock. Kashu is 7 o'clock. Use. Boom. There we go. This is Largo, he's teal. This is Kashu, he's purple. Great stuff. Alright. So, unfortunately for Kashu, these are best of threes. These are best of threes. I don't think that plan will work again. I think Kashu's going to have to pull a different trick out of his hat here. Maybe he'll just play standard for one game. Maybe he has a different cheese in mind. Who knows? Kashu's completely unpredictable. Maybe he'll just do the same cheese twice. Don't you love it when doing the same thing over and over is unpredictable? So good. Alright. This time he's going to be going for the 9 pool. The 9 pool that probably would have won game 1 really quickly. But, this time it's going to be cross positions, so a little bit hard for him to get over there. Alright. And there's the barracks for Largo. Again, I don't know why Largo doesn't, I don't know why Largo does this, sort of making walls, but... Alright. Oh man, Kashu is unaware of this being a big map. Yeah, as we said, not the best map to be 9-pooling on. But Kashu knows where his opponent is now. After seeing this SCV scout, he knows that his opponent will be to the right. Apparently Largo wasn't paying attention to it, so he kept the SCV going. Yeah, nope, he's bringing the other one back. So he does know where Kashu is as well. And we'll see what these Lings can do. That's the first Marine coming out. He should have enough time to get one more Marine. But if the drill isn't quite as good as it needs to be, Largo could be in a little bit of trouble here. Ooh, he's even going to make a bunker. Interesting. I guess that's reactionary to the extractor going down. I don't think he saw... Oh, he did see the Lings with his, Oh, Jordan does. He did see the Lings with his SCV. Oh, does not let that one Marine get into the bunker. Very nice. I'm a little bit surprised, though, that Kashu didn't keep the geyser going longer. It wasn't in danger of dying, and he would have kept the Marines out of position for a little while longer. That could have been a really strong move. These Lings are going back and forth here. Largo obviously does not want to be losing one of his supply depots, but he doesn't want to be losing any of his Marines either. No, he's going to be able to get back there. Another barracks going down. I think that this is going to be the next target for Kashu. It is far enough away from the bunker that they could hit it. It does have pretty low health. There we go, getting the SCV and backing off, keeping Largo's Marine count down. Alright. So, let's show that up. I think it looks a little bit better when it's tighter like that. Largo's getting his gas now, and I imagine he's going to be going same kind of build, same kind of expand and then get the academy. Pretty standard stuff. Kashu, after going for the 9 pool, is going for 3 hatch. So would have to expect 3 hatch Muta. Man, he built 6 Lings. And 6 Lings has not only killed off a couple Marines, killed off a couple SCVs, it's also forced 2 bunkers. That is a lot of damage done by these Lings. I mean, even if he didn't kill any Marines or SCVs, just forcing 2 bunkers makes the Lings pretty much worth it. Maybe not quite, because you do have to start off with a little bit worse of an economy to go for a 9 pool, but I think that Kashu's done enough damage with his 9 pool to make it worth it in the end. And gonna get another SCV. These Marines are coming across the map now. Kashu needs to be a little bit worried about that. Ooh, but he has a lot of Lings, actually. He restarted his Ling production. 3, and then 5 going up top with another 6 down here. Are we going to get a big flank, or are these just going for the backstab? It looks like they are going to be getting surrounded on the Marines, catching them in a very, very advantageous position for Kashu. Man, Kashu. I love watching Kashu play. I'm so glad he's shown up for Nation Wars. Apparently has enough time now. And the Lings are going to go in for a big attack here. This might be a little bit too much for Largo to handle. The bunker, even with 4 Marines, cannot kill off that many Zerglings. The SCVs really don't go for much of a repair there. There is a Fire Bat and a Medic. They can do a little bit of damage here. And the Lings, yeah, they should go immediately for that command center. If the Fire Bat comes too far out, the Lings can get its round on it and take it out without suffering too many casualties. And now, oh, they're going up against 2 Fire Bats. The run by past the Fire Bats seems to be working out pretty well. And another SCV taken out. The Fire Bats are going to chase the Lings around for a bit. They get into the bunker. Man, dangerous, dangerous game Largo's going to be playing here as he tries to keep his stuff alive against these Lings. Takes out another SCV but loses Ling. Oh, down to just 6 against those 2 stimmed Fire Bats. Just trying to stay away. Just trying to stay away. Man, he's using a lot of stim. How much energy do these medics have left? They still have a little bit. They still have a little bit, but that might become a problem considering that Kashu doesn't exactly, excuse me, Largo doesn't exactly have the best production capabilities right now. Trades all the Lings for a Fire Bat. They've certainly done enough damage already. And how many Lings is that? I'm clicking on the wrong player. Oh, there we go. Another 8 Lings. Obviously the 8 Lings won't be able to deal with that. That's pretty scary, but doing a lot of damage so far. And Mutalisks are on the way. Wow, even getting +1 attack for the Mutalisks immediately? We'll see how that works out for him. I think I'd prefer one more Mutalisk rather than getting that attack upgrade and just going for the attack now. +1's going to take a little while, but we'll have the first attack coming out pretty soon here. Alright. So, we have the +1 attack on the way for Largo. That's not going to be in time, and in fact, I'm pretty sure it's slower than the air attack. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly slower. But man, Largo has a lone turret now to defend against Mutalisks. He's getting up more, but this isn't going to be fun for him. This is not going to be fun. 8 Mutalisks is a very nice number to have. Oh, look. Free Medic and Fire Bat. Free Medic and Fire Bat. Taking him out. And the Mutalisk, boom. That's what we're talking about right there. That is quintessential Mutalisk harass. Taking out SCVs, forcing them all to pull away, and then backing off before taking too much damage from the Marines. He took a little bit there. Ooh, okay. Don't like having the Mutalisk standing around. Now Mutalisks are going to go back here. Oh, they found a sweet spot. They found a sweet spot. They couldn't stay away from the turret. Kashu getting a little bit nervous from the Marines coming up from the side. His +1 attack was a little bit ahead of this, so it needs just that much more time about to get in. Make his Mutalisk a little bit stronger. Certainly helps versus the turrets. And Mutalisk going in for more kills. Is he? No, he's not really adding to the Mutalisk pack. It's still just 6. Do we have more Mutalisks back here? No. Wow, really? I mean, +1 air weapons is normally... Excuse me. +1 air weapons is normally an indication you're going essentially all in with the Mutalisks and you just want to kill your opponent. Instead, he's not going to make more than 8 Mutalisks. Didn't even get 9 Mutalisks, it's just 8 Mutalisks. Very odd strategies for Kashu here. He's still doing good damage with the Mutalisks. He's certainly making the 8 Mutalisks worth it. I'm just surprised he didn't continue. And they do have +1 attack. God, he got +1 attack and he wasn't gonna go Mutilus? I don't understand. I don't understand Kashu, but that's fine. No one needs to understand Kashu. Alright. Maybe? They're in a position to. That's some pretty deep foresight right there. To be planning to go for Guardians that quickly and getting the +1 that early. We'll see. I mean, that's certainly the Guardian position. To be holding your Mutalisks out would be good against that natural. Yes. Guardian base attack is 20, and then +2 for each attack upgrade. Oh. That's less than ideal. That is certainly less than ideal. Hold lurkers are pretty nice. Man. I do have to say, Kashu not really showing the rust at all. Like his tactics are being pretty spot on. Hasn't had too many micro mistakes. Mutalisk did come back here to finish him off. He only has 3 Mutalisks left. Is that right? I'm wondering. Yeah, just 3 Mutalisks. So if he wants to go Guardians, he's gonna have to probably make a few more. Alright. So, still waiting to find out how Cash is going to be using his hive. There's a few units out on the field, but that's not really going to be able to do anything without some significant bolstering. Do we have more Mutalisks on the... Oh, we do have 1 Mutalisk. There we go, there's a second. So, I guess we are going to be going Guardians. And indeed, whoever called that out in the chat, nice prediction there. Certainly think he could have waited on the +1 there. I don't think the +1 really helped out with his attack at all. But whatever. That's going to be 7 Guardians. With Lurker and Ling support, Largo might just not be able to handle this. He is so far behind in supply. Like, more than 30? Almost 40 supply behind a Zerg player as Terran? That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible right now for him. But that's just early game damage with the Lings. He did so little with his initial Lings. He did eat... That's not what I wanted to say. He did stuff with his Lings, but he only built 6. And then droned up hard, then switched back into Ling productions, thinking that he could do more damage, and he did. Like, it's pretty sick. That is unfortunate. Largo's gonna lose his dropship. So that's another 10 supply lost. That does probably reveal that Guardians are coming, because there's no reason to have that many Mutalisks idle back here. Oh. Not quite... Oh, that's not what he wanted. Alright. He didn't quite have enough gas to make all Guardians. So, you know, one of them's a Devour. But you need that Devour. If you only have Guardians, then Terran can just lift off their buildings, and it's like, well, shit, how do I shoot that? Guardians can only shoot down. But now he has a way to attack the buildings in the air. Pretty sick. So, Ooh, he's actually... That's an interesting decision. I assumed he would be going straight for the natural, just to start pounding away at that, doing as much damage as possible, but instead, kind of circling around a little bit and trying to engage the army. He can certainly deal with the army. The army is nothing. Nothing scary at all. Oh, using that devour. Boom. That thing has an acid spore, which actually doesn't affect the science vessel as much as it does other units, because the science vessels don't have a cooldown to really slow. Oh, mines. These mines are going to be so... Oh, okay, I thought they were going to do a lot more damage than they did. That could have been significantly worse. Still taking out a lot of stuff here. Here come the Guardians. The Dark Swarm is actually going to protect Terran units against the Guardians, but does not protect them against the Lurkers. So this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. Radiate going down, but these Guardians are not clumped up. So pretty easy to pick it and move it away, also not doing too much damage in the meantime. Boom, did you see that? Did you see that? Like, that Guardian shot the command center, and it would not have been burning if it had not shot the command center. Boom, Kashu. Kashu with those next level strats right there. Showing off why Guardians are actually completely important. That Guardian killed the command center. Could he have done it with a Mutalisk? Maybe. But no, he did it with his Guardian. Or Devour. I keep saying Guardian. I meant Devour. Yeah. That was sick. I think it's dead now, but that's fine. We have one Wraith. Unfortunately, the Devourer is dead. So no real way of dealing with the Wraith. But that's fine. The Wraith can't kill it fast. Can't kill stuff fast enough. Guardian's gonna do all sorts of damage. Gonna get the starport. Not before Cloak finishes. I don't think that was before Cloak finishes. Was it? I'm not even sure at this point. Oh, but there we go. GG. CC. Great games. Absolutely great games from Kashu. He's going to win 2-0 and put Central Europe on the board.